According to Skarbinski, about 70 to 80% of kids who join youth league sports drop out by the time they're 13 years old. But the Coach Safely Foundation hopes that more kids will take their shot at the next level.
I'm standing outside Bryant-Denny Stadium where Alabama has sent its previous 3 quarterbacks to play in the NFL. The Bills defeated the Dolphins 35-0 on Sunday, but as for Tagovailoa, he will be out for this coming Sunday's game versus the Las Vegas Raiders. Reporting in Tuscaloosa, I'm Chris Daughtery. The Hillcrest Patriots have started off this season 6-5 after making the state semifinals 6 out of the last 7 years. Last year, COVID-19 cut their season short and left many seniors emotional.
The Patriots JV team kicked off a doubleheader Thursday night as the team got set to celebrate their annual ALS night in honor of Hillcrest's own Dudley Barnett. Barnett was diagnosed with ALS back in 2016 during the Patriots state title run and later passed away after the 2017 season. Coach Mark Gardner gave Barnett and his family his word that the Dudley Barnett Scholarship would be awarded for years to come. The scholarship was awarded through shirt sales promoting the annual event.
Every year a baseball player has gotten it. But this year I couldn't choose one above any of the other ones. I mean, I was like, how? It don't have to be a baseball player that gets it. But Jordan Hall this year had direction. He knew he wants to be a high school music teacher. That's what he wants to do. He's been accepted to school. He's already got his student ID number.
The Hillcrest Patriots baseball team has held their annual ALS night every single year since 2017, awarding a $1,000 scholarship to one deserving student at Hillcrest High School. You can see right behind me, Dud's Den was built for Dudley Barnett himself, so he could sit up here in his wheelchair and watch his son pitch every game.
Looking back on that night, Pam felt blessed by her community, receiving nearly $26,000 in donations.
To hand you $24,600.
Dud's Den was just a buzz after the ceremony, and he went back. We, got him settled in Dud's Den. I just sat back and let so many of his high school friends. It was just a stream of people coming to talk to him all night long.
For the University of Alabama, I'm Chris Daughtery reporting.
All right, we're back with sports, and what an eventful weekend we had. We'll start off with number 1 Alabama versus number 12 Ole Miss. There's Nick Saban and Lane Kiffin sharing a moment pregame. 2:27 left in the first. Bryce Young, 16-yard strike to John Mechie, tied up 7-0. Early in the second, Ryan Robinson, 4th and goal, punching it in. Alabama cruising early, up 14-0. After adding another touchdown by Cameron Latou, Alabama's defense decided to get in on some of that fun. Fedarian Mathis with a strip sack of Matt Corral, recovered by Alabama. Just a dominant first half performance by Alabama's defense. And big Brian Robinson, 3 rushing touchdowns in the first half. Matt Corral not pleased being down 28-0 at the half. Today was Brian Robinson's coming out party. Another touchdown here as the Tide goes on to win 42-21. Nick Saban extends his winning streak to 24-0 against former assistants. Now let's switch it over to baseball. Giants versus the Padres. Giants trying to clinch the NL West away from the Dodgers for the first time since 2012. It took them all the way to game 162, but they got it done, routing the Padres 11-4. Logan Webb went 7+ innings, 6-hit, 4-run ball on the mound. He was huge for the Giants' push towards the playoffs this year. San Francisco finished the regular season with a Major League best, going 107-55. Now remember, this was arguably the best division in baseball, with the Dodgers right on their tail winning 106 games. San Francisco will play the winner of the Dodgers versus the Cardinals in the NL Wild Card game on Wednesday. Now to women's basketball. We'll be under a new brand coming in March. The Women's Basketball Championship Tournament will be part of March Madness branding starting in 2022. The NCAA made the announcement on Wednesday. college basketball fans have been watching March Madness for many years, but the branding for the annual event never included the women's games. Officials say being part of March Madness will help raise more awareness and marketing for women's basketball. The women's Final Four is scheduled for April 1st through the 3rd in Minneapolis, and the men's national championship game is April 4th in New Orleans. Well, that's a wrap for sports. We'll be sending it back to the news desk.